All right, so let's try that again. Here we go. Good evening, Facebook Live. Mike Phillips here, and I just was going to talk here for a minute on the ride home. Wanted to touch in or touch base, and so as I was saying, I just got back from Philadelphia, and I go in. I'm all inspired, and all pumped up. Yeah, round two. Boom. That's right, Kurt. Round two. Hey, Mickey, haven't seen you in a while, man. We got to get together. So you go in and you think, man, I'm gonna change the world, right? I just need 24 hours to change the world. And the thing is, it actually takes a lot of work, and it takes time, and it's one of those things that you definitely you've got to keep that fire lit inside you, because that the fire, it'll spread. It's easy to get put out, but it'll spread. You got to stoke it, and you got to talk it up, and rather than just telling people, oh, hey, here's what I'm gonna do, here's what I'm excited about, here's what I think we should do. There is still, I mean, there is no replacement, no replacement for just taking action. There's not a replacement for it, for actually getting up off your ass and doing something. And I watched, I'll give a shout out to Sean Hayes right now. I know it's probably past his bedtime, but I will tell you, I watched his video, and that video is just fired up, inspired, right? And he brings up the point. He says, man, the biggest problem in the car business, in his opinion, and as he's going through it, and he says, man, he's just the reason people are tuning in and listening to the message, whether they agree with the message or whether they don't agree with the message, regardless of what it is, it's all about the message and the delivery and the excitement and the fire behind it. You can sway somebody's belief system. You can ignite their passion when you're excited about something. It's raining outside, and it's really bad, so I hope that you can hear me okay. So that's one of those things. When you get fired up about something, thanks Kurt, so I'm sure you can hear me. When you get fired up about something and that starts to spread, and you start talking to other people, and it doesn't matter what the idea is, man, you could be excited about, I could be a dude that's excited about one of my kids' sports, right? I get all fired up. My son's watching this. I could get fired up talking about football, fired up talking about gymnastics for either of my other two. And when you're fired up about it, and sometimes we internalize it, we start to feel bad, and we go, oh man, you hear me talking about my kids or the sport, and they may not have an interest in football or gymnastics, but because of the level of excitement that you've got, people are like, holy crap, man, I want to hear what the outcome is. I want to hear it, right? I want to know what's going on. Yeah, I want to hear about your kids. Yeah, I'd love to hear about high school football or gymnastics or gym shoes, right? If that's something that you're excited about, then let them go after it, right? Hey, James, how are you, man? So whatever it is, I guess that's the thing I've been thinking. And so I was like, I'm just going to hit the ride home. I haven't done a live video in a little bit. And I thought to myself, whatever it is that you're excited about, because I was excited and inspired about so many things today. For me, I am super excited about my BDC center, our sales staff, and the people that work with and for me, because they're awesome. They're excellent. They're outstanding on what they do, and that excites me. So when I go back in and I see that they're still clipping along, they don't need me there. They know what to do. They know what needs to be accomplished. And they're there executing on it day in and day out. That's the kind of thing that I get all fired up on. Hey, Jen. Tammy and the boys are here with you today. I will make sure and let Brooke know. So, hey, Josh or Jennifer or a Gunter that's joining me. So, anyway, I know I'm kind of rambling all over. It's raining outside. My brain has expired for today. My brain's expired, but I'm inspired. And so that was the only message, is it's like, man, you go through and you get your people pumped up and you get fired up. And the biggest thing I think that my I don't want to say divine intervention, but my stroke of wisdom, my thought for the day is like, man, you have got to stay fired up. It takes you. You have to internally stay fired up. You can't get fired up and excitement and all that bullshit from a source outside. You can't do it. You're the one that's supposed to provide it. You. So James says, that's great to hear, Mike. Like the saying, keep that one. I don't know what the saying was, so I'll go back and watch it and have to write it down. I always do. So, anyway, that's my message. It's starting to rain really bad, and I'm probably going to lose connection, but I'm 2 minutes from my house. So the thought is just stay inspired. You got to seek that internal inspiration and share it with others. You got to catch other people on fire. You got to be their cheerleader, right? If you're expecting other people to be your cheerleader, and every once in a while you do. You need somebody that's at that next level for you to hang on to that inspiration to help keep your fire lit and help stoke it and so forth. But ultimately, it's you, man. So for everybody that's tuning in, yeah, brain's expired, but I'm inspired. Absolutely. Thanks. Thank you both of you guys, Kurt and James. So, that's one of those, you could post it for me. My brain's expired, but I'm inspired. Tilde, Mike Phillips. So, make sure and tune in every Wednesday and Sunday. I'm going to give you the plug right now. I write my blog regularly. I post my video blog, and then I podcast. And this Sunday, I'm going to do a recap of my trip to Philadelphia and the Internet Sales 20 group, because for me, I thought it was a really good experience. Made some great connections. It was a lot of fun. And it reminded me that there is fire in the car business. There is fire in the car business. There's fire in any business if you're going to make it. So, again, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Friday night. Go kick ass, take names. It's 8 o'clock where I'm at, 10 o'clock where some of you are at, 6 or 7 elsewhere. So just spend some time with your loved ones the rest of the night, man. Invest in them and get ready to rock and roll tomorrow. If you're in the car business, we've got a killer Saturday in front of us. At least here it's supposed to be nice in the morning, so we got to make hay while the sun shines, right? Isn't that the saying, I think? And tune in on Sunday. Check out my blog, my podcast, or tune in next Wednesday, or you can look at past episodes. Tune in there at leadtheteam.tv. So have a great night.